Yo, what's up? I think we are live. Good to see you here, Skyprop. And Vince, and Ferd, and Ben, and Andrew, Ron. And of course, Ben. Matt, Strat CPO, Mike, Bill, Deanna, and Guitar Man. Hey, what's up, Peter? Good to see you, buddy. I think I need a tuning. What's up, Zach, Retro Puffer, Tactical, Zoots, Kevin's, Ben's, Matt's, Speakers. What's up, buddy? Got Vimps, Ben, Iraq, Charolo, and Scott, and Justin, and Eddie, and Nick, and John, and Double R Guitar. Got Royal City, and Craig, and Mike, and CJ, and Jimmy Ray, and Joe, and Michael, and Bill, and Brent Stranded. Rob and Rico and pretty much everybody. Star Guitar Works is here. Bonkers, of course, Ed Axman. Why are we even questioning whether Ed Axman would be here? Of course he's here, damn it. All the usual suspects, exactly. Like Charles. Welcome, Jimmy Ray. Okay, well, you know what that means. Jimmy Ray Hawkins. Shame. It is now a shame upon your house. Yes, all the memberships come with a side of shame. Yeah, we gotta hit flame cam. Good call on that. It's got all the flames. How many flames? All of them. All the flames. And it's got a nice carve. Nice carve on your top there. Nice top carve. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm pulling that carve out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh my God! How many people here have been affected by the wildfires up in Canada? Some goddamn Frenchman threw a cigarette out the window, and the rest is history. Yeah, no, we had the. I'm out the other day, and my God, you could smell it, right? And it was the sky was like yellow, just gross and yellow. And like everything, like all the sun started as it got thicker and thicker into the smoke as it went down and was cutting through more of the atmosphere. It was just turning like blood red. Oh my God. It was pretty gross. It was a few days ago. Then it blew out of here for us. It was a lot worse down in like New York, parts of Connecticut and New Jersey. I think were hit pretty hard. Even New York City, I think, had one day of like, level 3 kill smoke. Exactly. We need maple syrup preparations. Damn it. We're gonna need poutine. We're gonna need maple syrup. Send down a bunch of that Michelob. Or is it Molson? It was nuts, right? Yeah. Yeah, cleared up here finally, yeah. Yeah, Long Island was bad for like one day. It was pretty bad. We were worse like the day before. Because I remember going outside and just looking up and going, it's like yellow. Like the sky is like friggin' yellow. And as it went down, it just turned like like the sun would be on like a super hazy, muggy day, right? In like late July or August. And the sun's like really low in the sky and it's cutting through a ton of haze, crazy haze. And it turns like pretty much like a red disc. Kind of looked like that. But it was smoke. Yeah, it looked like houses of the holy cover. Yeah, right? Get that every year in Northern Cali. Yeah, we don't really get, we don't get that. Hurricanes are more our thing. And crazy rainstorms where you get 7.5 inches of rain in 20 minutes. I'm telling you, I'm hearing this freaking thing again. What are you hitting there, kid? You're hitting something. Might be a little better. Yeah, and an asteroid could be devastating. Absolutely. What's up, Ricky? A little more of the guitar. Down there. That's it. And it's got the ebony fretboard because it's like a special edition. Yeah, I bought this so fast because I could and it had a terrible photo of it. And I said, this top is either going to be totally sick or it's going to be kind of half sick and half not. Because the photo they took was so washed out that you couldn't really tell. But I could say, well, if with a half decent photo, I'll bet that top is actually pretty good. And I was right. And when it showed up, I was like, huh. Wow, that really looks good. Wow. That pizza is, new PRS Silver Sky Maple Neck looks and sounds awesome. Waiting for mine to come. Yeah, you ordered one? Yeah, let's take a look. Take a look-see. We can Check it out. Yeah, I saw this the other day. I was like, oh, look at that. Look at you. Because they went maple, which I think looks good on the Silver Sky. You know, it's a... We'll go with the old SE. And, where is it? Yeah, right there. There you go. A little more. There you go, right there. The Silver Sky Maple. You know, I was talking to Speaker about this. What's up with this gray color here? It's like on every car. You see that? This gray has just been adopted by like every friggin' maker. It's like this light gray, you know, medium gray. I don't know. It's almost like it's overland gray. And nylon blue looks pretty good. And Summit purple, which the first one they called like dragon fruit, which I think was kind of pinky. So what are you going with? You going purps? You going blue? You going gray? I don't think that gray actually kind of does look good. As much as I goof on it. Like every friggin' new car is that friggin' gray. Going perps? Going nylon? I thought the nylon looked good too. You know, if I'm being honest, I thought that nylon was a good look. I thought the perp looked good too, but I don't know if I can do with such a brighter color. You know, maybe for one Prince song. Pull that puppy out. Shop floor gray. Yeah. I tell you, is it me or I'm just noticing this gray is like everywhere now? Yeah. They should have done Danish Pete purple. You'd have to get the approval by Danish Pete. Yeah, perps. Blue or gray. Lay down your bets, folks. Lay down your bets. Hey, you know what? We'll do how are they spelling gray? A-Y. All right. We're waiting. Oh yeah. Well, Perps is in the lead. Oh, no, Blue's overtaking it. Oh. You like the nylon blue? We going the overland gray? Lay down your bets, people. Lay down your bets. Vote will be closing soon. But please, no wagering amongst yourselves. That robs the house of money. Let's remind everybody. All right, we're going to end the poll. Poll is ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull. How'd we do? Where did we end? Poll complete at 78 votes. You got your blues, you got your perps, you got your gray. All right. Do they give a related? Yeah. Let's just go to the old Silver Sky Rosewood. Here is your Silver Sky Rosewood. So this, again, I want to say all these colors are new. I don't remember these colors from last year. Was it called Moon White last year? I thought it was called Buttercream. But maybe I'm confusing it with Fender and it was called Moon White last year. Maybe Moon White is the Moon White and the Stone Blue are the two colors that are sort of left over from last year. And there's that goddamn gray. Storm gray. And a black, which quite frankly, I think would have really gone well with the maple, because that's a classic sort of 57 Strat sort of combo, right? The black body with the maple neck. So I was a little surprised that they didn't go maple with the black. Would have been a nice touch with the piano black, but they went rosewood. Yeah, green is gone. And so is the dragon fruit. Dragon fruit was given to boot. Now these are the colors you can order. Moon White, Piano Black, Stone Blue, and Storm Gray. Okay, now let's start a poll here. We're doing gray, and then what is it? Blue. Black. And we'll call it white. Well, let's call it cream. Because it really is. It's a cream color. You know, I mean, let's call it what it is. The pickguard is white, but that's like a buttercream. Which I gotta say really goes well with the rosewood. Might be the best combo with the rosewood. Yeah, piano black. Lay down your pull. You know how that goes. How many times have you heard that? How's our polling doing? Oh, the cream is killing it. It's cream by a landslide. At least right now. Which is the Moon White. Kind of like the what's that other one? The Olympic White, right? Isn't that what Fender calls their, right then there's Arctic White, which is really white. But the Olympic White is sort of that, kind of like an off-white. It's a good-looking color, though. I got to say, it really does go with the rosewood. You know, well, I really wish they would do the black with the maple. I think it'd be a good combo. You got your stone blue. That's a leftover color. So your two new colors seem to be the gray and the black. And the stone blue and the moon white are remnants of a darker time. When it was all dragon fruits and green something. Green clovers. Moonbeams. Oh yeah, geez, it's a It's a landslide for cream. Okay, let's go. We're going to end this poll right now. We're ending it in 5, 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, and it's ended. And there's our results. Wow, the gray took a beating. Only one in single digits. I'd say the runaway favorite with nearly 50% of the vote is the cream. What's up, Jay Schaff? Yeah. So those are your new PRS colors for the SE. I think they're 849, if I remember correctly. 849. It's poplar. It's very poplar. Do, 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 do. Reach for the sky. Do, do, do. Anyway, those are the PRSs. All right, let me check my tuner here, because I haven't played this guitar in a long time, and I just feel like I'm just slightly, yeah, there you go, kid. Just slightly out as you're bending strings and you're giving the old stretch of Dewey. There we go. There we are. That does sound in tune. No. Is the SE series any good? You know, I've played a few. I thought they played pretty nice. You know, in fact, we had one at one of the GitCons where the top was like stunning. Now, granted, it's a veneer, right? It's not really a full-on top like the, like the stuff made in Maryland, but it was pretty nice. In fact, I remember being a little shocked because we were sitting there and we were playing them, and it came up, and the guy said, well, this one's an SE. And then I realized it had the little SE on the headstock. I said, oh my God, that is an SE. Wow. Wow, that's pretty nice. Court made? I think so, right? Is it Court that makes them for him? Probably. I've heard that. I think you're right. I think it is Court. Hey, what's up, Phil? That's with the humbucker. Single coil. McKnight seems to prefer one of his SE models over the core model. I wouldn't doubt it. Like, some people have an Epiphone that they really like, and they might play it a lot more than their Gibson. You know, it's not, right? Some people who have Fenders and Squiers and play those Squiers like they play the Fenders. So, you know, good guitar is a good guitar. One of the funniest things I saw recently was a guy had a piece of masking tape over his Squier, and he pretty much covered it with masking tape except where the S was in Squier. And he wrote, and like just complete, you know, Sharpie felt tip pen, Fender custom, and then the S starts shop Stratocaster. I was like, you win. Of course it is. Do-do. Yeah, so are the SAs made in Korea at the World Music facility? That's where I thought SEs were made. Were at World Music. Isn't that Samick? Although I don't really know. Or is that Court? I don't even know. I thought if it was Korean made and it was World, it was kind of Samick. And if it was, you know, if it's made in Indonesia, then it's Court. Now they're all made in Indonesia. Yeah, Indo now. Try the new Kramer Pacer Classics that came out about a year ago. I think I know the one you're talking about. I have a Sweetwater link right here. Let me just go here. The ones that are in like the 3s, is that the one you're thinking of? Oh, for Christ's sakes, enough with your goddamn overlays. I gotta get a fanboy blocker, you know, the stuff that blocks all the, you know, sign up for this, sign up for that crap. They got wonderful blockers out there now. I love it. Hold on. Kramer Pizza. Yeah. Yeah, not this one. This one, right? Comes in 3 different colors. The blue, right? It's like the blue, the perps, or the red. Oh yeah, which one? Okay, hold on here. I'll go blue, perps, red. There we go. I'm telling you, just looking at this, I'm going blue. I think. You know, the red does look good with the white, but it's almost like a little too... I wish the red was a little darker, and I think I'd be more into it. I think I like that blue. It's a little bit, right? You still get the brightness of the pickup. There's a little bit more contrast going on there than in either one of these. You're a little bit lower contrast. I'm leaning blue. That's just me. Don't let me sway you. I'm just saying, if you don't pick blue, we probably would never be friends. And it's got the, yeah, before you decide, oh Christ, come on. Can we, you're going to show the, no, it won't. It only shows the one that it's on. There's the matching headstock. I don't know if that sways you at all. You can't take your vote back. So whatever you voted, that'll be it forever. That's on your permanent record now. You go for your next job interview. This will probably come up. We noticed you voted red. Although I'll say this, red looks pretty good at that angle. You know, maybe it's got a good side. Let's see how the blue looks at the angle. Well, that's looking pretty good too. And then lastly, the perps at an angle. Yeah, see, the purple just doesn't have enough contrast for me. If it was a darker purple, yeah, but the light, like it's too light. It's too close to pink than purple for me. Well, we'll leave it on blue. Let's go check this poll here. Ooh, blue is running away with it. Let's end this poll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're ended. There's none more purple. There's none less purple. Without being another color. Too many knobs, too confusing. I like a single knob. Why think about it? Hold on. One pickup, one knob. Let's not overdo it. That is good coffee. You think the red looks cheap? Yeah, I could see that. I know what you're saying, right? There's different, different vibes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The red feels a little cheaper. The blue feels a little bit more expensive for whatever reason. Because blue stuff is regal. You know? Does it bring out a little bit more of the metallic finish than the red? So the red feels, even though it is metallic, maybe a little flatter. You know, than the blue. Maybe. Perhaps. It's possible. Alright. Anyway. Back to the chat. What gear am I using tonight? This is what year is this? 2016. Good year. It's a 2016 PRS, what is it? CE. Know your gear. The hell is this? CE? Okay. I'll take your word for it. And then, of course, is going into my THU software. I-do-do. Single knob but bypass. It's only for aesthetics, exactly. Is that a wall of Marshalls behind me? Yeah, probably. You know, I don't really look to that side of the room much. Steve, do you own any fractal? Actually, that was all single coil mode. There's humbucker. I just went to put it in single coil and realized I was already there. I do not own any fractal. Their stuff's kind of pricey. Though admittedly, if they sent one to me, I would do an unboxing and a full demo and review. Hit me up, Fractal. But there's no reply at all. Fractal, are you listening? Whoa. There's no reply at all. Saw that, Steve. I bought a Jeff Loomis. Oh, nice. Especially if you got it on a deal, which sounds like you did. There's some kind of Northeast guitar show tomorrow, Natick. Yeah, I think I'm going to go. Natick is only about maybe 25, 30 minutes from here, so I might take a ride over. How did it do? What's A minor? G major? G major? C major? That doesn't sound right. What is it? I have to think about it. Do-do-do-do. Isn't she lovely? Progression? Oh yeah? Oh, yeah? One, and then, what are you saying, flat 6? 2. What are you doing, flat? Flat 6, flat 7? Yeah? Doo-doo. With the smoky air passing, you didn't do much trailer work. No, not really. Not only that, we've just been raining. Can't break out of the rain. And they were like, it's going to be no rain tomorrow. Yeah, okay, how about Monday through Friday next week? They're like, yeah, rain every day. Pretty much rain every day next week. I'm like, damn it. Gonna have one day. You got one day. We had like one day this week. We didn't have a ton. I had to like run out and mow my lawn because it was getting out of control. And, you know, just trying to get it so it's at least dry enough I can mow it. And then the rain came right through. I mowed it within an hour. It was raining again. It's like, God effing damn it. Like, the rain. It's under a tarp right now. It's been under a tarp since the last time Speaker was over. He helped me throw the tarp on top of it and, you know, put it, hold it down with some bungees. But, and it's doing a great job keeping it dry, but I went out there today to start maybe try and get a quick mow in. And as I got out there, I could hear the rain start tapping off the top of the tarp when I was in the garage. I said, oh my God, here it is. It's already here. And sure enough, I went out there within 5 minutes. It was pouring. I was like, oh, there you go. There you go. We're like unsettled for like all of next week. We have like between a 50 and 100% chance of rain, I think, every day next week, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the only day where it's like a 5% chance. Did you get the smoke from Canada? We did for one day, maybe 2 days. Definitely for one day, though. It made all the shadows look weird. Made everything looked a little weird out there, man. Like the sky was weird. Like just the light shining off the side of the, you know, the garage looked just, everything just looked weird, just filtered, like completely under a filtered light, you know. Here we go. You know what I finally caught this week? And I was pretty damn... I loved it from start to finish. Was I finally caught John Wick 4, the new John Wick movie. And it was the first time I was able to get it, something on my TV. My TV back there, I run it in 1080p like nonstop, but it was the first time I had a 4K. You know, you could stream it in 4K, you know, through Fios. It came in 4K. And I was like, it's pretty good. The thing is that when you get the you just have to make sure that you know, you have the. I don't think they ran HDR, but I tell you, it looked good, looked real good. The one thing about the whole John Wick series, pretty much after one, unlike any other series, one is the worst one. He talks too much dialogue, too much, right? The first one's the worst one. The whole thing really takes off in chapter 2, you know, and 3, and it really, you know, that's it. And what you realize in 2, and especially 3, And 4, it just the sets, right? The set design, very stylized. Love the look of it. Yeah, Donnie Yen. Again, great. Again, you have the reluctant villain. You have the real villain and the reluctant villain. Yeah, like Sharknado. First one's bad, but the other 17 are great. Actually, Sharknado peaks in 3 and 4 and then kind of goes down after that. Sharknado 3 is a goddamn masterpiece, you know. 4 is pretty good too. So yeah, caught John Wick. Finally caught the John Wick 4. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it was. I was like, oh my god. So I very quickly got 1, 2, and 3 because they've been on TV a lot. Probably leading up to they've probably been pumping it on the Paramount channel just because they knew they had that coming out. So when it was announced, I was like, my girl. Yeah, Sharknado is an August indulgence, right? It gets into like late summer, right? Maybe the 3rd or 4th week in August, and it's time to throw in a Sharknado marathon. But the cliche lines that they have Tara Reid say in 3 and 4 are just goddamn genius. 2 might be okay, but really it's 3 and 4. I'm trying to think of the one where she gives birth through the side of the shark. I think that might be 3, or was it 4? I did not see Cocaine Bear. Yeah, the stairs did look painful. There's a scene where he, trying to get up a flight of stairs and falling back down. Admittedly, falling down the stairs looked pretty damn painful. I didn't see Cocaine Bear. I did want to see Top Gun Maverick, but I think it's locked up on the MGM channel. I don't know that it's going to show up on HBO anytime soon. They really get, and now that everybody has their own friggin' streaming service, it's like it's hard to get, the studios to give a steady flow of new content. If I was going to see the second Top Gun, I'd probably watch the first one first. I think I just saw some fur. Normally I'd have that open, but it got a little humid out. I hate the friggin' humidity. Do-do. Oh, Jesus. Now that is funny. I just got an email from someone posing as Adobe. Rife with misspellings. Wanted to know if I wanted to be a valued partner with Adobe. You know, we're offering a large sum of money for you to do a 30-second spot. Oh, go on. All you have to do is open this PDF. I'm not opening the PDF. Or, why don't you try out our software? Here's an executable. Yeah, I'm not opening that either. I know some dudes. They opened up a goddamn PDF, and it got them. It freaking got them. There was some macro in there. They got nailed. So, I tend to not open PDFs. I've got a fever of 103. That's such a, what a song. That's what we call a belter, man. You got to belt that song. That's a hard song to sing. That is up there. That's Kelly Clarkson hard. Kelly Clarkson. Who's high pitch? How's that dude still alive? Yeah, I mean, just from a car accident. Like, literally a car accident. Like, you could, right? Who's high pitch? God. Man, a Cardi. Dissected that album in 3rd or 4th grade. Yeah. In biology. Oh, in music class. Interesting. Every once in a while, I have an MP3 of every single one of Eric the Midget's calls, like every single one, and in chronological order. And so sometimes it's good to go back and listen to the very first call, or some of them towards the end when he's calling in. He's all in with Johnny Fratto and Derek. This is Derek. Yeah, Derek was better. And the thing about, they never said it really, but Eric, because of his condition, always sounded like he was freezing, like he was out of breath, like you're can't catch your breath, like you're always cold. He always sounds like he's freezing. You know what I'm saying? Like a person who's so cold and chilled that they can't really talk. I have trouble speaking. I'm club fucking footage, you asswipe. You know, ack. Yeah, breathe between syllables, yeah. He really... God, that dude. They're like, Eric, what's wrong with your foot? He's like, what? I'm club fucking footed. He's like, whoa. Yeah, man, that dude was the best. Wasn't he worried about werewolves or something? Or was that just Johnny Fratto? Johnny Fratto's dead too, right? Didn't he die a couple of years ago? Is Dominic still alive? I remember seeing somebody went to Dominic's failed house build, right? So Dominic's just one of those dudes that the money was rolling in, or he's stealing the money to build this like dream house with all this crazy stuff. And of course the money ran out and the house stopped being built, and it was like just in a state of decay. And so people love to go to those, to go to $1 million houses that are like partially completed and ran out of money, and it's in ruins and all overgrown, and they go through with cameras, and kind of it happens enough that apparently it's kind of a thing. And they went to Dominic's house, and I was like, damn. Yeah, right, they needed the werewolf insurance. Beetle is still bad and can't. Tell me you've got some Beatcoin. Forget Bitcoin. Beatcoin is what you want. Let's see if we can find you some Beatcoin here. Oh, yeah. Right there, bro. Come on, man. It's decentralized, and it's the only token that's bad as can. Move over, Dogecoin. We got Bitcoin, bro. Do it. I can't think of a safer investment. Honey, pull your money out of Fidelity. We're going into Bitcoin. Elliot, often now. Did Elliot die too? I feel like Elliot might be dead. I think a lot of those dudes, right? Crackhead Bob passed away. Is Wendy still alive? Elliot's still alive? Yes, you've seen him on the train. Wendy's still alive? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I have not heard of Dominic Barber passing away. I think he's still alive. I don't remember hearing of his passing. I think Stern would have to mention him if he passed away, wouldn't he? I don't know. Something tells me that if Artie passed away, he wouldn't even bring him up. Or, you know, he'd get a 3-minute mention. Crackhead Bob sings Van Halen. It's funny. I felt bad. I always felt bad for Crackhead Bob, you know, and his family saw what was going on. They, you know, the reason why he wasn't on there for a while is because they just saw that Stern was taking advantage of him. And, you know, they're like, "What's this guy doing for you, other than making fun of you at the, you know, at your expense to, like, you know, titillate his audience?" It's like, this. What are you doing? But when he would have him call up and order the Chinese food, you know, because he had a hard time talking. And it was just, I don't know. Felt a little cruel. Zachary Ticky Tane. I am Tungry. You want to pick up a delivery? Yes. Pick up a delivery? Yes. What you want? Pick delivery? Yes. And then, of course, flying Eric with balloons. Yeah. Somebody's making money, right? They got shirts. Fly me with balloons. Fly me with balloons. Yeah. Right. Like with Up, except they put Eric. That was from the Rack was from Mars Attacks, right? Isn't that where they got the sample, Mars Attacks? Yeah, Mars Attacks, yeah. Yeah, Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf, but he passed away a long time ago. I feel like he was gone by, like, what, 2000, 2001? Like almost 25 years ago. I think that's Cutie. Right up there. I think so. Judging by that wagon tail. Oh, it'll bit do. It's not angry, it's excited. It's worked up. She probably sees a chipmunk. And she's just like, I want to kill you so bad. I just want to go out there and just tear that thing out. She caught a mouse the other day. She flushed it out, but it was a little mouse. I felt bad for it, so I did not draw her attention. The mouse successfully fooled her. She couldn't figure out where it went, but it was pretty much standing on like the TV stand over there. Standing still. Making no sound. And eventually she got distracted and the mouse got away. So we have a mouse in here somewhere. But we also have 4 cats. And we know 2 of them or 3 of them have already caught mice. One of them caught a mouse like the first night she was here. And has caught a couple since then. Because our house is friggin' porous. Well, the magic of Stern was he was a troll. He trolled callers. He trolled guests. He was just a guy who was just constantly trolling people, and people loved it. But when they got bought out, I think the new company that owned Sirius, that it was kind of like, I don't think they were in the radio business. I think they were just I forget now. It was right at the time Mel Karmazin quit. I want to say 2013, 2014. They're like, yeah, no more. We're installing our own people. No more video. You're a radio show. What are we paying you for? You're doing video? They shut that shit right down. You know, Stern was walking all over those guys, you know, for years. And that new group was like, nope. Not having it. Tim Sabian, you're gone. You know, we're putting our, was it Marcy Katz? Is that who they put in? They brought back Pig Vomit. Actually, Pig Vomit died. Another dude is gone. Pig Vomit. Ever listen to Opie and Anthony? You know, I tried for a little bit, but I didn't like them. I thought it sounded like a dummy and another dummy. Does anyone still listen to morning radio anymore? There's fewer commuters, that's for sure, you know, since the pandemic. But I still think it's a thing, because they were complaining about it the other day that the traffic has gotten like ballistic. So people are still trapped in their cars. It's whether they're listening to, you know, what are they listening to for radio? I think the sports radio shows have really dominated this market up here. No one else can seem to get the same foothold as the sports shows in terms of sheer market, you know, market dominance. Their market share is just crushing every other format out there. It's like there's one sports channel, it's number 1. The other sports channel is like number 2, and then everybody else is after that. What was funny is Stern used to say, yeah, they used to stand on the side of the road with this device, and they could tell what radio station you were listening to. I don't know what they did. Yeah, it was a rifle mic, dummy. They were listening into they were eavesdropping on your car to see what you were listening to. And they knew what would be on at that time. They know what's on. They write down what they heard. And they know who was playing it at the time to see what station you were listening to. It was a complete invasion of privacy for your own goddamn metrics. That's what that was. It was a rifle mic. will say that when I did have Sirius for a little while. I did like the hair metal channel. I turned that hair metal channel on and heard songs that I hadn't heard in years. Deep cuts off of Motley Crue and Ozzy. I was like, but again, I used to like it for the kids stuff. When I have the kids, I'd put Kids Bop on, whatever the hell that stupid channel was. They had like a kids channel that we used to listen to, and that was kind of fun. But it wears off, and it was always a little spotty, and they've completely gone to an app now, pretty much. It cost them like $2 billion to float a satellite. Very expensive upfront costs on that. And FM had more satellites. They were lower to the ground than Sirius, and they were a little more powerful. So XM had better signal, without a doubt. Sirius, the birds were higher, fewer of them, and because they were farther away, they cover a bigger area. I never quite had the same signal. It's like I could almost see that whole satellite thing ending at some point, especially if there's a problem with one. Just push it right to the app. I didn't listen to Click and Clack, no. I didn't listen to I'm trying to think of radio shows I listened to. There used to be the Big Mattress that I would listen to on the way to college. That was Charles Laquadera. He was probably one of the last of the sort of big regional, big local guys. Like, literally got millions of dollars towards the end. Those days are over. That whole station is over. But, it put him on a big fat house in Hawaii. But, yeah, I used to do his alternate character, Dwayne Ingalls Glasscock, and I remember Stern, tearing into him when he got into this market, because they wouldn't put him on in the morning, because Charles Laquadera had the morning, and he was like, I'm not, and they were paying him so much money, they didn't want to boot him, and Stern got his way. He wound up going and taking over the morning market eventually. But it took but he used to hate that and rail against it all the time. They put me on at night there for some reason. Wah, wah, wah. I do remember WCOZ. I probably had a WCOZ t-shirt. Yeah, they had the comedy at 5 o'clock. They used to blow the horn at noon. We literally would take our lunch break when that whistle blew at noon on BCN. And, they used to do the comedy at 5 o'clock, right? The 5 o'clock. So who was it? It would have been, Charles Laquadera, followed by Ken Shelton. And then for the midday, and then Mark Parento for the 4 o'clock hour. Right, from 2 to 6. Yeah, Mark Parento after Ken Shelton. WHJY? No, I think they're long gone, right? I mean, I'm sure that it's something broadcasting. But some radio stations are closing and selling their radio frequencies back because they're worth... Channel 56 did that. They won't disclose how much they made, but I heard that it was so worth it for them. So they're a cable only. Because they gave back their ultra band. Ultra high frequency. Oh my God, Tank. That dude. In Michigats. Yeah. Tank on Sports, God. And Carlos, the computer, right? In fact, that Mark Parento is the Carlos the computer, which was a lame bit. No, I never listened to Car Talk. I knew friends that loved that show, would listen to it all the time, but I never really did, no. Do. Yeah. God. BCN. I remember their last few moments. It was sad. It was sad to see him go. I forget what they went to first. Was it Adult Contemporary? I forget. But man, no one ever thought BCN would ever go, and then all of a sudden they were gone. The beginning of the end of BCN was probably the late 90s. Yeah, I tell you, I've been watching. I've fallen down the well of. I think I mentioned this before, of tractor repair, heavy machinery repair videos with like Marty T. An HVAC repair. Probably got recommended when I was looking up repairs for my HVAC system, which I successfully repaired. And lately, I've been watching a lot of Beard Meets Food. You know, doing the challenges. It's always interesting to see what people consider to be a lot of food. I felt like he did a pancake one, and when they came out, he said, these look bigger than... I think they recognized him, and they upped him. Like the 10-pound pancake challenge. He probably should have weighed him. I have a feeling that was more like 12. You know what I'm saying? It felt like that they recognized him, and they tilted the scale a little bit towards failure. Because the people in the comments were saying, yeah, I've seen other people try this. The pancakes didn't look as big. What's crazy, I know Beard Meets Food makes you hungry. What's crazy is the price of some of it. You know, they bring out this massive, and this isn't like it's 2 or 3 years ago. They're like in the last 3 to 6 months. They bring out a platter of breakfast food, and if he doesn't finish it, it's $15.99. $15.99. That would be like, if you're lucky, $38.50 around here. Please. The basic breakfast around here is $15.99. It's just got to be parts of the country where the cost of living is a lot lower. $15.99 for a giant platter with all kinds of meats and eggs and toasts and what? Now some of them he goes to and they're like, well, it'll be $38, it'll be $50, or it'll be $40 or something like that. You know, that's a little bit more normal, but $15, $16, $18. Sometimes you see these giant platters are like, well, if you don't finish it, it's going to cost you $19. It's like, what? What? That seems ridiculously low. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's his mic drop moment, right? He finishes all this stuff. He finally gets it down. They can't believe it. And he goes, "Do you have a dessert menu?" Let me tell you what that is. I think sometimes he doesn't really ask for that if he has something that's sweet. What he gets is palate fatigue. That's why he'll order. So there was a dude who famously won an ice cream contest by ordering a giant order of crispy French fries in the middle of it. So he's eating this ice cream contest, and he's doing really well, but he's like, it's the palate fatigue of eating the same food over and over and over for such a long period of time. To break that up, to break the fatigue of the palate up, he orders a hot plate of French fries that are crispy, hot instead of cold, and salty. And that breaks it. He's able to have he literally orders more food to help him eat this other food, right? It's kind of a weird psychology going on there. And I think that, you'll see that with Beard Meat's food. You see him, he eats a giant pile of meat, and he gets to the end of it, he's like, I need a dessert. And you kind of get it. Yeah, you probably do. I play No More Tears. I don't think I know that one. Right? First of all, it's in drop D, right? Not E. You flopping their boots? Hey, wee boots. What are you doing there, booty boots? Boots. Oh, yeah, come on over here. Get over here, you. Oh, yeah. Who's got a poot butt? A little poot butt. Michael Jackson got a poot butt? Who's got a poot butt? The one Canadian competitive eater took down an hour, 20 liters of frozen custard. Oh, God, 40 minutes. Well, with the help of 2 XL coffees, yeah, right? Opposite, bitter and hot versus sweet and cold, right? To break it up, to break up the palate fatigue. What's funny is he went to, like, was it Dick's Last Resort or whatever, where they kind of treat you like shit, you know? And the woman's like, oh. He's like, yeah, I beat it. She's like, oh, who gives a shit? Oh, that's the couch back there. What are you doing? So that's not a scratching post. You're heading up. What are you doing? Oh, making a move. Butt. No, yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. That was how you got spanked anyway, yeah. Didn't finish a liter of wine. I don't know any really Atlantic rhythm section, actually. Vegas or Florida? Is Vegas up 3-1 right now? 3-2? 3-1? I'd go Vegas. Just to see Bruce Cassidy win it. Right? Is that short scale? No, it's regular scale. TV guy on the back of the restaurant pouring milk in his eyes because he touched his eyes with hot sauce. Well, I have made that mistake. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it's savage. I had a bunch of hot buffalo wings, and I wasn't thinking, and I touched my eye, and it is like a hot poker in your eye when you have that capsaicin on you. It's like basically getting hit with a little bit of pepper spray, and man, it hurts. It is painful, and I just remember getting in my car, hitting my eyes, and not being able to drive for a couple of minutes, running back inside and trying to wash my hands and try to dab my eyes. God, they were just tearing up so bad. Like if you were pepper sprayed. That's basically what it is. Oh yeah, the Vermonster, 20 scoops of ice cream and toppings. I don't know if we have too many of those, one of those mega things around here. It would just be too expensive, Seems to be more of a thing maybe down south. There were a bunch of them in Texas he went to. There's a surprising amount of them that he goes to in England. I wouldn't think that they would be into such crazy things. It feels, giant, plates that are a contest to eat feels very American. Yeah, you're finding that satellite does too much I wouldn't doubt it. It's probably all computer controlled, and it's on a 3-hour rotation, 3 or 4 hour rotation. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Because I know I've been in the car, and I heard them play, some of the kids' songs, and I swear to God, it was literally the same set list. Yeah, you have to constantly threaten you're canceling to get a good deal. Yeah, pit them against each other. We'll give you $2 a month. Yeah. Excess other food. Oh yeah. We get, we have a ton of stuff out here. I just don't, once you get out of the city, I don't even know of a place out in the burbs that does you know, big, you know what I'm saying, like platters of food, where if you can finish it all. I can't think of one around here, but I don't know. I don't really look that stuff up. I'm sure there's a way to find them. There's probably websites just devoted to it. What's always funny is that it's pretty, like, the Brits don't seem to be able to take the spice too well. Like, the one thing that seems to destroy the guy on Beard Meats Food is when he gets to a dish that's like extra spicy. That seems to really get to him. Where some people, they just shake spice off. Like Ben and Jerry's chocolate brownie, simple but good. Really good. Bring back Rainforest Crunch. That was damn good. Dustin Spritz love curry chicken. Yeah, I do notice a pretty consistent, I would call it a negative reaction. Does not seem to be enjoying it. Seems to be rather unpleasant. All right, hates mushrooms too. Yeah, I love mushrooms, especially spicy mushrooms. Ricky Gervais couldn't make it through hot ones, yeah. Oh, my sister can't do anything spicy, God. The least little bit of spice and she's like dying. We got something, I forget what it was. I'd have to think about it. It was we got something that had us. Oh, I remember what it was. It was queso dip. We had some spicy queso dip. We heated it up and she had a couple. Oh my God. My daughter was laughing. She's like, it's not that spicy. My sister's like, why, God, why? Larry's Clam Bar on the New Hampshire-Mass border. I think the big one up there now is, of course, as always, Woodman's, and the other one there. Is it Ipswich Clams, Essex Clams? And then there's, I think there's Bob's in Kittery. That one seems to get a pretty good rep. You put that shit on everything. I tell you, you know who had something really hot a couple of weeks ago? I wanted to go out to lunch to the Yard House. You know, I said, geez, I got their fish and chips. I thought it was really good. But when I went, I did not get that. I wound up going with some other, I forget what I got, but it wasn't fish and chips. But my wife gets it. So she gets it and she's like, man, this fish and chips is really hot. I'm like, really? Because I got it here a couple of weeks ago and it really wasn't hot. And she's like, no, it's like really spicy. So I go over and I take a little, my fork, and I take a little bit of it off and I take a bite of it and I go, you're insane. I mean, there's a little spice to the outside, but no, there's nothing. She's like, I'm telling you, there's something spicy. And then she goes, oh, I think it's the tartar sauce. I said, oh yeah? And I go over and I take a little bit of the tartar sauce and taste it. Oh my God. It was jalapeno tartar sauce. And the jalapenos get, the oil that's in the seeds gets broken up by the mayo, and the oil in the mayo. Holy crap. That thing was so friggin' hot. I was like, oh my God. And if I'm saying it's hot, it's really hot. I was like, that's hot. That's like almost unpleasantly hot. She's like, I'm telling you. I'm like, oh no, you're right. That's really, really freaking hot. Jalapeno tartar sauce. So they use jalapenos instead of relish. Yeah, Golden Corral. Yeah, it's like going to a like a Sizzler. Though I used to take the kids to the Old Country Buffet. They love that. Yeah, I used to do the jalapenos in college. That was one of the best and cheapest meals was the bean burrito. But it didn't have a ton of flavor. You'd have it covered in the jalapenos and the sour cream. And that would add, and a little bit of salsa. And that would really dress it up. He would walk into a Golden Corral, let alone eat there. I don't know if there's even one around here. I couldn't even tell you where the one is. We used to have, but I don't even think we have one of those. We used to have, what's the seafood place? Is there a lobster place? No. Could have sworn there was like a seafood place that was like a cheap-ass seafood place. You know, if you're in there, it's a Golden Corral level of Red Lobster. That's it. Red Lobster. You got it, Ripley. No. Yeah. Red Lobster. Oh, my God. Howard Johnson. You know, the Howard Johnson place was right around his house was right around the corner from a house we were trying to buy in Boston. Right on the border of Milton. He lived on the Milton side in this massive friggin' mansion. That was Howard Johnson. That was the Howard Johnson estate. And they wound up selling off a lot of the front yard. It was so massive. It was set so far back from the street, especially for the city. He sold off. Now there's two houses up front, and you drive down a little driveway to get to the big back property. Sold that shit right off. Did I tell you there was an update about the Clam Shack down on Nantucket? The as you know, one of they wanted to put a clam shack up, and the neighbor was Charles Johnson, who's the owner of the San Francisco Giants. And the other guy was Charles Schwab, who's a financial guy, apparently. And Schwab came out and said he's all for it. And that the other guy wasn't supposed to speak for him and all this. So I think the Clam Shack is going up. I don't think it feels like the tide is turning against the guy from the Giants. Do-do-do-do. You know, the other thing we don't really have around here that seems to be very popular in the rest of the country is, was it country crock, or what is it called? Can't think of the name of it now. We don't really have them around here. That's why I can't think of it. It's God, can't think of the name of it. It's pretty much like, is it the, geez, I can't think of it. We went to one too. It's got like a gift shop in the goddamn place. You got to exit through the gift shop. Oh yeah. So, cracking the no. What is it? It's the Cracker Barrel. That's it, Cracker Barrel. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I know friends that love that place. They can't get enough of the Cracker Barrel. We went there once. I thought it was, I would call it Mets of Mets. And I got one when we went there for breakfast. There's one in Tewksbury, yeah. And one in Westford. Yeah, see, not really around here. Not really around the Boston area. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's way more down south. Because we went to one when we were in, I forget if it was Nashville? Or was it Dallas? Might have been Dallas. Yeah, last time I went to Denny's, I went to Denny's one time. It was really good. And we went this last time I went, though, I thought it really sucked. It's kind of like IHOP, you know. It's like, it just depends. It's a 50-50 shot. It's going to be garbage. There's one in Rentham, yeah. The Manson-Nixon line. IHOP is inedible. Sometimes you get IHOP meals, they just feel like they literally just were microwaved and brought out. Just like total, like nothing made fresh. There's a restaurant down where I used to live called the 50s Diner, but it's hit or miss. It's usually pretty good, but you never know. Waffle House is a much bigger thing down south, yeah. I've never seen one up here. I have seen a Cracker Barrel, and I forget where it was, but we did drive by one once, but it wasn't local. It wasn't around the Boston area. It's pretty far out. There's a bunch in Arizona, yeah. We have, you know what's opening up around here like crazy is Dave's Hot Chicken. Every time I turn around, I see another one popped up. And what else? Like Chick-fil-A moved in, but I feel like they've been here like a good 5 years now. You know, they're not really that new to the area. Oh, you know what's Jersey Mike's? Jersey Mike's just moved in. We got a whole bunch popping up everywhere. Yeah, Quiznos. God. Run everything through a friggin' salamander. Everyone ever have Boston Market? Oh, yeah. Well, Boston Market was Boston Chicken for the longest time, but they were only around here. And then they got bought up by a much larger conglomerate and became Boston Market. Boston Market was good, a little salty, but not bad. It really just depended, you know, on what you ordered. But they had some good stuff. Five Guys is great. I love friggin' Five Guys. I thought Whataburger was what a disappointment. You know, we have a Dave's Hot Chicken that opened up in Seal Beach, California. I haven't tried it yet. You know, it's a very, if you like the one up here, it's like literally one item, which is a like a hot chicken finger in different heat, you know, levels. And then they put it between a couple of pieces of bread and they call it a sandwich. But it's literally the same friggin' chicken finger. So you can get it plain, which is just basically like a big giant chicken finger on a plate with some sides, or two of them on a plate with some sides, or they put some sandwich around it, or bread on top and on the bottom and some pickles, call it a sandwich. So literally the same item. When you get either one or two and some fries, and that's about it. Their menu is about as simplified as it gets. Super simple. Very few items. And the items seem to all be plays on the other items. Yeah, I just didn't think the Whataburger was... It just wasn't very flavorful. I thought it was a little bland. I was surprised. But I love Five Guys. Five Guys is very good. I had Five Guys pretty recently, too. What did I have that with? I think I got it with Speaker. We were out looking at something, and we ran over to Five Guys. That's really good. They never disappoint. In-N-Out Burger is great. I've had an In-N-Out Burger a couple of times. Really good. Yeah, Krispy Kreme. They were going to be the Dunks killer, but never caught on. I don't think there's a single one up here any longer. They had one. They had them all over the place. Couldn't make it. Couldn't make it. The funny thing is Honeydew. Honeydew is the one that's still sticking around. It's Honeydew and Dunks. But I can't tell you the last time I've been to either one. Years. You guys ever try a Habit Burger? It feels a little confusing. They have that like toppings bar, but then they have a bunch of toppings for the burger. It's a little weird, but I thought it was okay. I don't know if it was. I'll have to try it again. Smash Burger, I find it really kind of salty. You know, I mean, not that I hate it, but of all the, you know, the sort of like upscale chains, like you know, like a Five Guys or a you know, a U-Burger or a, you know, Smash Burger. I think Smash Burger is the saltiest. Yeah, the Habit's not bad. Yeah. Habit burger. Made by nuns. Exactly. You can't kick the Habit without kicking her in the head. Never tried smash burger? It's okay. Again, if you try it, just see if you think it's a little... I just feel like their patty's a little salty. The salt runs deep. Yeah, Fuddruckers is good. Nothing beats the when Peter goes to Fuddruckers and Chris orders the plain burger and Peter loses his shit. Because we're at Fuddruckers! I don't think I've ever been to a Fuddruckers, ever. I don't think I've ever been to the... Any of you guys ever go to the Nordic Lodge? You guys ever go to the lodge? Again, if I've been, I don't remember it. It's kind of a drive. Shake Shack. The problem with Shake Shack is that their burgers feel like sliders. Every time I get a burger from them and I get a drink from them, I'm like, are they handing out free samples? This feels kind of small. How much was this? $18.50 for just the burger. I love Popeye's chicken. It's funny, my father-in-law, he doesn't really have Popeyes. So my wife was going to have him send Popeye's chicken over, through like Grubhub or something. She had like $10 off or something. So he wanted dark meat because he feels like the chicken breast is too dry. He's never had it before. So, of course, that's what she orders, but they don't have it. So they send over like a chicken breast in there because that's what they friggin' have. And he loved it. He's like, I friggin' love Popeyes. And it's really good, and it's juicy, and it's so good. So, I friggin' love, I think their chicken sandwich kind of, in a very real way, changed the industry. It forced a response by Taco Bell, by McDonald's, by friggin', Burger King. Everybody had to come out with a spicy chicken sandwich when that Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich and chicken sandwich got. Everybody had it. KFC, everybody had to respond with a goddamn chicken sandwich. Yeah, last time you got it was kind of dry. It all depends on who's making it. I've had KFC where it was really good. I had KFC was really terrible. It just depends on the quality of the worker, quite frankly. Who do you got there that day? What do you want, cry baby, baby cry? Pickles on chicken sandwiches. Don't knock it, dude. It's actually pretty good. You have the sweetness of the roll, and you have the saltiness and the sharpness of the pickle with it kind of works. Kind of works, man. I know what you're saying. I think, quite frankly, the pickles work better than lettuce, which has been the staple, right? Lettuce and mayo. I think the pickle works better. Oh, and let's of course remember the Iron Sheik. We lost a great one. I know she's still upset about the Iron Sheik's passing. I know. Pineapple on a pizza, you're dead to me. We were almost friends, bro. But now never. How dare you? It's an affront to all of humanity. New PRS? No, how long have I had this? About 3 years? 3 years. About 3 years. Plenty of videos, plenty of live shows with it. My kids love pineapple on a pizza. It's been an area of contention. Actually, it was my son's graduation last week. Graduated from high school, going on to college next year, and so we went out to Legal Seafood for his graduation, and everybody got jumbo lobster rolls. God, like $28 each. I think we got out of there for around $4.50. You know when you take the family out for dinner and it runs you almost $500. We got him the first graduation. We got him a nice new laptop. He's pretty happy with it, and it's good for school. You know what? One of the best pizzas I ever had was with anchovies. I remember when I was a kid eating this pizza and saying, "Oh my God, this pizza is so salty." And my mother was like, "Oh, that's the anchovies." I was like, "Anchovies? These are pretty awesome." Yeah, $450 and you get to shit it all out the next day. But it was an experience. I actually had a beer and was pretty happy about it. I know I blew past my guitar budget by 50% on dinner. Have a good one, Terry. All right, dudes, well, it's 9 o'clock. We're going to want to call it a night. No, you rock. And we'll do it all again in a week. Super thanks to everyone for hanging out. Super extra special thanks to anyone who contributed or joined as a new member. Welcome to new members. And of course, Brofist to my Mod Squad, hashtag Brofist. And we will see everybody again in a week. And there you have it. There you go. If you're looking more info about the SE, I put a link in the description. There you have it. And you guys are awesome. And make sure you check out Ben Coombs. Tomorrow night, he's having on, let me check this right now, Ed Sheeran again? God, you gotta get a new, you gotta have a new, someone new. It's always either Tay-Tay or Ed. All right. Check out Ben Coombs tomorrow night, and we'll do it all again in a week. And there you have it. All right. Yeah, he begged to return. I bet. That guy. Such a promotion whore. All right. No, you rock, Brofist, and we'll see you at the very least in a week, if not sooner. Donna reached out to me, so there could be some more Donnas here soon. I don't know what happened to Vola. I think he seems to be on a whirlwind trip. So when he gets back home, maybe they'll get shipped out. But he stopped answering my texts. It's not a good sign. All right. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys in a week. And until then, have a wonderful week. And rock on. And there you go. All right, dudes. Later.